Hello and welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Last part we went through the two more stressful chapters. One, we got Jowd out of prison, but he seems to be recaptured already. And two, we saved the Prime Minister from having a heart attack or a panic attack. So yeah, so stealth mission and solve a death in a matter of seconds, basically. So yeah, we're probably halfway through. I think we're now in like the second half. I want to say there's 17, 18 chapters maybe, so we're getting there. Let's get back to it. That's right, we had traced the call initially to where Beauty is hiding. Since that's why the minister was panicking in the first place. Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row inmate Jowd to be carried out tonight. Yeah, so we don't know why they want that. Lynn says that the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. I'm in your phone. What took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them. And now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Sorry, I couldn't remember what I made him sound like. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. I remember something like that. Huh, yeah, isn't this all a bit familiar? Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face, too, my dear. Yes, a weary smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. They put the child was in the fucking trunk. Beauty. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Deja vu. I'm gonna open this. Okay. Taking something precious to manipulate others. So that's what kidnapping is. The dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? Dude, so that implies that there was a kid in there the whole time, especially when we were at the chicken kitchen. There was just a kid in there. Now then, time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing. Before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. You know what I haven't done? What? You have more to say? Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. You know what we also haven't done a bit? We have not looked at our phone book. I was apparently trying to make a deal with someone overseas. Suspect of my shooting. So basically she's just trying to stop Jowd's execution. Camilla. She asked her to find the music box and bring it to the restaurant, but she hasn't arrived. She's worried about... She seems to have been kidnapped. With the star kidnapped, he promised the kidnapper's execution would be carried out tonight. Cabanella. He's investigating a big deal tonight. Upon discovering his friend Jowd's escape from prison, he decided to haul him in personally. Detective Cap. After hearing Lynn's story at the restaurant, he takes on the task of looking for the little lady. That's right, because he's supposed to be looking out for Camilla, but we haven't seen her. Should be a little tenor. He sings in his rich 10-year voice whenever he gets a chance. Navy blue square. He dances. A rock and roller who sang national secrets during a live nationwide broadcast. He's now creating a horrible cacophony in his prison cell. Probably not, actually. We don't know. Curry-loving jailbird. An odd fellow who laid siege to the Metro Police Department and demanded Curry and rice. He now appears to be digging a tunnel out of his prison cell. Faded jailbird. A prisoner who is scheduled to be executed tonight for the crimes of murdering his wife. He's a detective who saved Lynn's life 10 years ago. His name is Jowd. With my help, he escaped from prison, but he was spotted by his pal Cabanella and apprehended. Chief of the police's special investigation unit. His job is to sit at his desk in the station, give the detective their order, and wiggle his itchy toes. Dude, he's just itchy. Itchy man. He's just kind of itchy. Cute chicken curry. She is cute. A police investigator who is working undercover at the chicken kitchen as a waitress. Her name's Memory. She planted a bug in the suspicious couple's chicken. She's a co-worker of the detective doing the stakeout in the park. Black-hearted blue man. One half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the future of the nation. Apparently, the other party in that deal was me. He is the perpetrator who abducted the justice minister's daughter. Alright? Black-hearted blue woman. One half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the nation. She's called Beauty. After kidnapping justice minister's daughter, she demands the death row inmate to be executed tonight. And then fastidious glass polisher. A composed bartender at the restaurant, the chicken kitchen. He continuously polishes glasses. It seems he doesn't notice anything besides the glass in his hand. Or does he? I won't, read the locations. I want to at least catch up on what we know about the people. I could do these stars. What's this do for me? Okay. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Oh wait. Darn. Can't reach my destination from here. I'm sort of just trying to touch things. Why'd I do that? Why am I doing this? Looks like I could reach that party popper? I can set them off. Oh. Just my imagination. Just my imagination, that's all he has to say. If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. But look at that streamer. It goes spinning round and round. Now, how can I make use of that? Probably get it. I gotta fire this one. Yippee! Ah. I might as well. Oh, okay. An amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Okay. I gotta get back up to the fan. I need to time this just right. There it is. Whoa, we just set that fucking thing flying. There's just a flaming object around somewhere. Come back, little star. Yay! Wait, no, I need to be in the star. Alright. Okay, so what does that do for me now? Sick, we lit that candle. Now we've made a path. I was like, what am I doing now? We've made our path. Ready? Wait a minute. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... That's Camilla. Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? I don't believe so. Just my imagination. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. I forgot how I made him sound. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Why you got the arch your back like that, man? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. I forgot what I made him sound like. I have a voice in my head and I can't get it to work. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here? All at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years. Apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course! Now, you be a good girl while I'm gone. He walks on his fucking toes. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house. What's going on here? Can I... What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean... she must have died sometime after that. And it also means... somebody else must have saved her. I better ask her what happens. Oh, book. Oh, let's examine it, because we can't fucking read. Book. Wonder what the little lady is reading tonight. Exciting adventure story, maybe? Although she's already getting quite a bit of excitement for one day. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missel? Missel? I'm sorry, I'm not Missel. My name's Sissel. Sissel. My name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead! Sissel, they can hear your thoughts, you idiot. They've all implied they can hear your thoughts. Does this mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, Siggy. Oh, Sissy. Siggy was good too. Sissy, eh? Kidnapping. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Tempsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Tempsick Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know where. I'll pretend I don't know. You know? You don't have to humor me. Oops. So I won't tell her that I already know. Shh. That's what it always feels like. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. Better let Lynn know. So this is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missel. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone. Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it, my dad. He's going to die. It's all because of me. What? What do you mean, because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. This is Jowd's kid. No way. Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case. Things began to unravel more and more. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark? Oh, does this all look very familiar? I think she did stand there. She had 5 seconds to move. I'm gonna be real, kid. Mom! Mom! What was that noise? So he didn't kill her. He didn't kill his wife. It was the contraption, the murder machine. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. But yeah, it did that for some reason. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. It's also unbelievably tragic. Can't believe it. The little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter. I just can't tell her. Can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know! Oh, fuck. Why is she... Oh, I keep doing this. Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore. I think we better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but... I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Sissy. Update the phone book. Probably to tell us that that is the daughter. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search for the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, he's the one who chose this location. Not like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, I see you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here, in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. Get back in! It must be like a trick case, because there's no fucking way. Oh, I was in the book too. Oops. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady's gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? Very likely. One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Alright, that's chapter 11. Pretty nice, simple one. It was more of like a lore drop chapter for sure. Alright, it's past midnight, so chapter 12. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. So that might help him change his mind a little. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Stop the fucking execution! Told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping. That it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. The kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla! Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister! I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I told you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. You were there. How can I believe you? How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home, man. I tried calling 100 times, my wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it! She could be fucking dead, I don't know. That being watched, I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. But this doesn't make it. What difference does it make if it's not my daughter? I know who this is. I think. Whoo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Just me, baby. Inspector Cabanilla! Fuck this guy. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Hey guys, what's up? Detective Jowd? Detective Jowd, I'm sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please, don't apologize to me. And the beautiful love between a teacher and a student brings a tear to my eye. What am I tricking, actually? Lynn doesn't really know that Jowd is innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution and the kidnapping are real threats and time marches on. I'll gather information and see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow, I just know it. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? From your own selfish reasons? So are all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles that can't go back on. They can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd, a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But there's too many men voices in this room. Who the fuck do I need to... I can talk to Jowd. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. You hear something happened, it's something about a kidnapping? Yeah, I should probably actually be telling him this. This is actually very important for him. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be. I want to live now. I'm gonna fucking kill them. By the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that'll be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. She will if you're fucking dead. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't gonna end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is gonna ease is yours. Was it true, what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what happened? What you... I just keep making up words as I read this. I keep going, here's my script. Why don't you tell us what you know? The murder 5 years ago? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. Pew. Yeah, can you fucking imagine? Happy birthday! Fuck. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. Impossible move? Oh! Not yet, we'll get to that one. Powers of the Dead. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation that's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight, he showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. Powers of the Dead, right? That day, in that room, powers I didn't understand were at work. If that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd. There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She's a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. There were two very strange points about that contraption. First was, of course, the firing of the gun. Right. That was an antique gun I had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? Yeah, didn't it spin? It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Yeah, I was supposed to do that. So why did it spin? Somebody made a change to the contraption's design, and then manipulated it. It spun. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene, and then turned myself in. Alright, what'd you do? What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. Gun, eh? Come to think of it. It wasn't there. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. How'd you do that so fast? How'd you do that really fast? Good thing I have this backup painting so my daughter doesn't get convicted of murder. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma? I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean... That detective still thinks it's a music box. So that was what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. Won't go into details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Alright. So yeah. So that's what's in the music box. But why? Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Yeah, because if we get the actual murder weapon, then they can't convict him. It'd be a false like a bad execution. Still time. Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator's still out there. I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where's that music box now? In Tensec Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up. Camilla's just right here like, what the fuck are you guys on about? Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. Just like everyone else in the room's like, what the fuck? And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again I say, easy enough for you to say. What the fuck? What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row Inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you. With a special seat just for you, baby. Then you better take me to jail first. Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla. In more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. More ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Don't pretend you weren't fucking listening this whole fucking time. Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait this important evidence to come in? You gotta make a decision, man. We're all we all know you were listening. The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, your excellency. Jowd, kick him in the back right now. You'll win. Please don't bow down to me. And especially not that low. Kick him now. He's defenseless. He's in a very vulnerable state. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Boy? Yes, sir! I am one of the boys. What? How do you pull that out of his ass? Van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row Inmate? Sure, do a miracle. So glad to see Detective Jowd's all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Flint does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping somehow. Maybe I should go ask for some advice from the capable detective here. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one. I'm sure of it. Well, it'd be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever gonna answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? Have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla's the only thing that keeps me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the justice minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? We can talk to him, see what he has. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I can't hear you, la la la. I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it? Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less. Oh yeah? Who's that? Me! I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination. A delusion. The schizophrenia is winning. Would you listen to a delusion? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're just, what's this guy yapping about? Got the bit about you not trusting me though. Good. Okay, so you're no help. Fuck, I need the phone. No, I need the phone. I need this phone. Oh, wait. Well, hanging around here won't change anything. Got 10 minutes before the prison van shows up. If I could just do something about the kidnapping in those 10 minutes. Guess the telephone lines are my only hope. Yeah, so we gotta... We're gonna see what we can do here. And I've been here in a while. Just as I thought. The little girl is safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. Getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. And there we go, that's chapter 12. Two shorter chapters for sure. That's fine. Oh boy. That's okay. I don't wanna do another chapter right now. It's late, and I want to keep up with the 2 per video, so yeah. Gotta do something about this kidnapping, and I think what we need to do is get his daughter to call. Because his wife isn't gonna call him. But it seems his daughter probably would. Because isn't it his birthday? I believe I remember her saying something like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to see if we can get this execution held off for a bit, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.